That is false. It's giraffes.
No, it's not. It is not
It
giraffe.
is.
No, it's not. You gotta be wrong.
We're the amateur experts learning on the fly. Got a random question, yes, so do we. Hi, a little bit of knowledge, a whole lot of fun. Talking about anything under the sun.
Our fourth episode. It's 48 more to go.
We are almost there.
Which activity has caused more U.S. deaths in the last 20 years? Roller coasters, lawn mowing, skydiving, or zip lining?
Lawn mowing seems odd, but I could see it happening. Two things like you do occasionally. Lawn mowing you do all the time, right? So it just seems like there's more instances or more chances that you could screw that up. Let's do lawnmower.
Lawn mowing is correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one for one, baby.
that's pretty
Woo!
good.
Starting off strong.
That's pretty good. Today's episode is all about dangerous things.
You know, my brother, the first time he ever drove a riding lawnmower, he gets on it and we had this horsey swing. Somehow he drove into the swing, lifts it up, and he ends up underneath the lawnmower. So they're dangerous.
They're dangerous.
Yeah.
They're very dangerous. Do you know how many deaths per year?
Deaths per year. Let's say, I don't know, 50,000.
Not quite. No, it's more like 75 to 90.
That's about right. I said 50, right? What did you hear?
50,000.
Oh, we'll just edit that part out. This is our fourth episode. Exciting one.
Okay, let's get straight into it. Which animal causes the most human deaths worldwide? Venomous snakes, mosquitoes, giraffes, or crocodiles?
Giraffes made the list, huh?
They did.
You just threw some weird ones in there. That sounds more like a Jake type style question. Although this one's super easy, and I think most of the world knows this one. Of course, you have mosquitoes that are the number one answer, and that is because of the disease that they carry.
That is false.
Here.
It's giraffes.
No, it's not. It is not giraffe.
is.
No, it's not. You gotta be wrong.
It's mosquitoes.
Oh, you definitely got my reaction on that one.
Yeah, you were correct. Mosquitoes is the correct answer. Mosquitoes spread malaria and a lot of other diseases. Kills around 100,000 per year.
100,000. That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty good.
I was starting to get angry. I could just feel the blood pressure coming.
Which animal causes more human deaths in the United States each year? Bears, wolves, bees and hornets, or alligators?
Alligators. Why do you took away the good ones and you stick all these like ones that no one ever looks at.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say bees and hornets. I don't know the answer to this one, but I know a lot of people are allergic to bees and hornets. So bees and hornets.
Bees and hornets is the correct answer.
Am I 3 for 3? I am 3
You
for
are.
3.
Yeah, most of these deaths come from allergic reactions.
It's surprising how many people are allergic. It's funny what things we're allergic to. You know what I mean? It's just like random things. We're allergic to peanuts. I don't know exactly what makes you allergic to peanuts versus prunes.
Yeah, it's kind of scary too. A lot of times people don't know they're allergic to bees. So you could not know, never get stung by a bee. You get stung by a bee and then you're dead.
Yeah,
I knew a
wrong.
guy that happened to. It was very sad.
I have been stung, so I know I'm not.
I have been stung too. Sadly, multiple times.
Yep.
Which U.S. job has a higher fatality rate? Firefighters, loggers, the President of the United States, or roofer?
Ooh. It's a percentage?
Percentage.
Because there's not many presidents, and there's been quite a few that died.
Very true.
But I think it's either loggers or roofers. And once again, I'm gonna go with the more common one and say roofers.
Is that your final answer?
Let's do roofers.
U.S. presidents.
I'm going.
Yeah, it's all about the percentage. So almost 9% of U.S. presidents have been murdered.
So crazy when you put it that way. 9%. 1 in every 10 is murdered.
I think loggers is the next highest, and roughly every year, 1.8% of loggers die.
How many presidents have died?
4. Abraham Lincoln, James Garfield, William McKinley, and John F. Kennedy have all been assassinated.
Okay.
In a typical year, how many people in the United States die from tornadoes? 15 to 25, 40 to 50, 70 to 90, or 150 to 200?
The numbers are so tight, it can be any of those.
Yeah.
And, tornadoes are tough. Luckily, we were able to, a lot of times, get warnings, at least somewhat of a warning, but it didn't take much. Let's do the one that's 50.
40, 50?
Yeah.
That's incorrect. It's 70 to 90.
I mean, I knew it was around in that range. I was hoping I could somewhat narrow it down, but there was no.
I meant to do much bigger numbers, but messed that up. Which causes more deaths per year? Lightning strikes, falling off ladders, deer vehicle collisions, or shark attacks?
Well, I know the shark attacks is always one that everybody always throws out there because there's not that many of that cause death. And so it's always like, wow, it's so amazing that you die more from this than that. So the shark attacks off the list. Once again, I think you go to the common length, right? Falling off of ladders, people are on ladders all the time. But even more than ladders, we're driving around in cars. And deer are all over the place, and it doesn't take much before you're dead. So I'm gonna say the deer one.
Really?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Final answer.
Final? Fine.
That is correct.
4 for 5.
Deer vehicle collisions is the #1 cause of death. Those four. Those randomly chosen scenarios, it's the #1.
It does seem odd though. No one's thinking I'm gonna die because I run into a deer.
How many people do you think die each year from running into a deer?
200 to 500?
That's spot on. 450
Oh, okay.
each year.
I wouldn't have thought that it's 5 times higher than tornadoes,
Yeah.
right? That's what's crazy. My wife is terrified of living in the Midwest because of tornadoes and things like that. And I should tell her, you're way more likely to die driving by the deers that run across than you are getting hit by tornadoes.
Which causes more deaths on average per year? Shark attacks, fireworks, falling out of bed, or plane crash?
Why do you keep putting the weird one, falling out of bed? Because it makes me think you wouldn't have stuck it there if it wasn't. Because nobody's like, you're not doing a search and finding falling out of bed as one of the search items. Okay, say them again. So
Or
you
I
said,
did put giraffes in.
You did. That was ridiculous. Just kidding. So you said sharks. We know that's low. We already said that. So that's off the list. You said fireworks, which could be something, but we just don't do tons of them. But we do a couple holidays. Fireworks, fall into bed, which we do sleep in beds all the time.
And there's bunk beds too.
There's bunk beds, which you could fall out of, but I've never, ever,
And
ever
air
heard of-
mattresses.
heard of someone falling off a bed and dying. I feel like that would make the news. Hey, random kid died falling out of bed.
Here's the thing though. Maybe it's in the army, did those bunk beds. So there's lots of beds. They're on concrete. So you fell off those bunk beds and you're dying.
So you're trying to now sell me that army people are dying in beds. Okay, let's just keep going. What was the one that we haven't talked about? There's one left that I forgot.
Plane crashes.
Oh, plane crashes? That doesn't happen very often either. Okay, I'm gonna say fireworks.
Fireworks is incorrect. It is falling out of bed.
You did something stupid there.
Do you want to guess how many people die each year from falling out of bed?
I don't know, 30.
700. It's more than people getting hit by a deer
And tornadoes.
combined. Well, it's more than fireworks, shark attacks, and plane crashes as well, all combined.
Wow. I wonder how many of those are children. It's got to be a high percentage.
And most of it's older adults.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
So all those old people falling out of bed.
I
700
think
of them.
there's other reasons why they're dying.
It's one of the leading causes of death of unintentional injury deaths. That was good though. I led you a little
Yeah,
astray.
no, I figured that there's a good chance, and I should have went with my gut in the beginning, which is stay with the common thing. What do we do more than anything? We're sleeping in beds, and I strayed, and now
Exactly. If you do something enough, it will kill you.
just the odds will hit you.
Whatever you're doing, if you do it enough, you will die from it.
Yeah.
Which weather event has caused the most deaths in the U.S. in the past decade? Earthquakes, tornadoes, wild animals, or extreme heat?
Yeah, once again, I gotta go. Wild animals is a good one. I didn't think of that as a weather event. I don't think that is a weather event. Just throwing that out there. But I'm gonna go with heat. Heat can kill like crazy, and it just covers an area for so long. There's just so many days to die. So I'm gonna say extreme heat.
That is the correct answer.
Yes.
Extreme heat consistently kills more Americans on average than any other weather event.
One of the best things about the time we live now is having enough wealth to have air conditioning.
Yeah. Which has a higher annual death count in the United States? Base jumping, free solo rock climbing, falling televisions, or elevator accidents?
Okay, so you said you had everything from elevators to base jumping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm gonna, there's a lot of televisions and stuff, and you're gonna get me on that. I'm gonna do the solo climbing.
Solo climbing.
I know I'm gonna get tricked on this one, but I think I know that's super dangerous. When you're going by yourself, it only takes one small mistake. I know people who just walking on paths in the hills who slide down and all of a sudden they're dead.
True.
So, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm trying to look over and see some kind of hint, but I'm not getting a hint. Usually you get the smiley face when you know I'm about to screw up. Let's do it anyway.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
Free solo rock climbing is incorrect. It's falling televisions.
Yeah, and you and your fallen weirdness.
Weird
Probably
dudes.
old people.
There are around 20 to 25 reported deaths per year from television tip-overs. These normally involve children.
TVs aren't even that big anymore. They used to be ginormous when you got the big ones.
But if you think about your TV, it's like 98 inches.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many pounds it is. But if we were lifting it up and Parker was running around, she's like 2 years old,
Yeah.
and fell on her,
Yeah.
I could kill her. Plus, there's not that many. Only 20 to 25 out of like 350 million.
How small these numbers are. People really, and if you want to get to the real killers, we got to go into stuff like, heart attacks. I mean, there's some things that really like kill tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of people, but they're
If we really want to talk about real numbers, it would be
and
heart disease or things like that. What do people fear the most? Spiders, heights, public speaking, or enclosed spaces?
Those are all good. I've always heard that public speaking was really high. The joke that Jerry Seinfeld always does is around that, right? He says people fear public speaking more than death. And so his joke is then people would be more afraid to speak at the eulogy than be in the casket, right? That's his classic line.
Public speaking is the correct answer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's called glossophobia. It ranks higher than fear of death in multiple surveys.
I don't really have a fear of public speaking, but I get nervous no matter what. The way I feel best when I'm speaking is how prepared I am. If I've reviewed it, gone over it, or have really good notes, my nervousness is significantly lower.
Okay, here's a question. Would you feel more nervous speaking in front of people you know or complete strangers?
It's not about either or. It's about what I believe their reaction is going to be to the speaking. What gets me the most nervous is that, like when I'll give my quarterly meetings in front of my employees, right? For the most part, they don't have any problems and everything's good. But if one of them, for example, raises their hand and is super irritated about something, then if 3 or 4 people do it, then I'm just like, ah. And it's not like it's the end of the world. I'm going to try to fix the problem. But I don't want to be embarrassed or look stupid, especially if my boss is there. So that's more of it. It's not so much who I'm speaking in front of, it's what do I think the chances are that they're going to make me look dumb. What about you? Do you have a...
I have an opinion, yeah. I would rather speak in front of strangers.
Really?
Yeah. The smaller and the more I know someone, the less I'd want to speak in front of them.
So
Because I want to, even if it's really good, I don't want to talk to anyone about it. I don't want anyone to see me. If it's complete strangers, I don't care.
So you're saying that you don't have any problem speaking in front of the 15 to 20 subscribers that we have.
Yeah, it actually makes me more nervous that my mom's on here. That's probably more scary.
Hey, moms.
Okay, so here's my last question.
Do we park and do it? We're here to pick up T.O. Blaine. We'll do our last question parked.
Our last question. And this one will be a giveaway. I'm just going to give it to you.
Oh, you think I'm going to get it right?
I think you're getting it right.
So if I get it wrong now, you just set me up to look really stupid.
Which is the safest form of transportation? Passenger cars, motorcycles, commercial airlines, or intercity buses?
Yeah, flying, commercial airlines. That is an easy one.
Is that your final answer? That is correct. Commercial airlines have the lowest fatality rate, around 0.01 to 0.07 deaths per billion passenger miles.
Well, I always think too how crazy it is when you're in an airport waiting to go and you're delayed for mechanical failures, and people are angry. I'm like, look, you take the time you need. You need an extra hour, you do what you need. Don't rush it, all right? You get it done right. I think it's crazy people are mad about it.
Yeah.
They would prefer to fly with mechanical failure.
Yeah, that was very scary.
Well, not too bad.
We have our backseat driver.
T.O. Blaine, welcome.
Ladies,
Welcome, this week's Backseat Driver.
That was good. Welcome to the pod.
so excited. Listen to the pod that you dropped today. You guys were amazing.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good.
This one we did all about dangerous stuff and death stuff. So we have a new segment called Real or Fake. You and Dustin are going to try to find out and see which one of these you think is real or fake deaths. So the first one is, someone tripped over their own exceedingly long beard while fleeing a fire and broke their neck. Do you think that's true or that's fake?
Okay, so that beard would have to be super long.
Yeah, super long. And they're going down a fire escape.
That's totally plausible.
It is plausible, but is it true? I mean, he's going to give us those.
Okay, so we're saying that he was escaping fire. You're saying down a stairwell,
Going to be hunched over, kind of, right?
steps on his chin, throws his head down.
Done.
I totally believe that's something I'd seen on the news.
Okay.
Okay, you're locking in truth? That was a real death. That was a real death. Yeah, he was fleeing.
Here we are laughing about it. That's terrible. Terrible.
He was fleeing a fire, and his beard was like super long, it was like down to his knees, and he was going down the fire escape. Stepped, like bent over, stepped on his beard, and just boom,
Head first.
died.
Yeah.
Second one, a person was laughing uncontrollably at a comic show and had a heart attack and died.
Okay, I've done that and almost passed out.
I mean, it's possible, but
So we're saying at the comedy show?
yeah, at the comedy show, he's laughing so hard he has a heart attack.
During the comedy show, they had to stop the show.
I'm in. I'm in. How many comedy shows go on? And of course, if I was the comedian, I would say that I caused it because he was laughing so hard. He
Laughed
probably
to
just had a
death.
heart attack because he had one. And
Dude.
then dude's telling the story. He's like, no, it's because I'm so funny.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You can't agree with me on every one.
Was it?
Yeah.
That was true. Okay. A tourist at a waterfall was leaning over to take a photo, and a boomerang hit him in the head, and he fell over and died.
No. No, this is not true. Falling over and dying, yes. Being hit in the head by a boomerang to fall over? No. Calling it right now.
Really? Interesting.
That's too much for you. The boomerang.
How many times do you see boomerangs flying around?
Yeah,
period?
never.
Okay.
Never.
And then when he happens to be, or she does, was a guy or girl? I don't even know.
It was a guy.
Because it makes a difference.
Well, there's not that many boomerangs flying around randomly at the edges of cliffs.
That is a great place to throw a boomerang.
And lose it? No way.
No,
it's
it
coming
comes
back to you.
back.
I know what it's supposed to do. But if I had a boomerang, that's not where I'd be throwing it. I'm just
An
saying.
open field where I can go.
So that when it hits the ground, I can walk over to it.
When it's gonna hit me, I can hit the deck and not die. You're saying false?
Yes.
I don't want to agree with you. I'll stay with true.
That one was false.
Ah, dang it.
Me and Chat made that one up.
Who added the boomerang part? Was it you or was that Chat?
That was me. Gotta add a little something in there. Okay. A man got stuck inside a giant paper mache dinosaur trying to retrieve his phone and died.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He goes into a paper mache dinosaur, evidently because he was building it and left his phone inside of it while he was building it.
And he was trying to retrieve it.
So now he's got to go get it.
How did he die
die?
though?
Is it true or false?
You're leaving out details.
Actually, since there is no details and you don't have a good story, it makes me think that it is true and you just don't know. Okay. How many paper mache dinosaurs can you get inside of? Right? Paper mache is not super strong when you're building it. No, I don't know that you can. Yeah. I think it's not true.
I don't believe it either.
Is that your final answers?
There's details that he's leaving out.
I say it's false as well.
It is true. Apparently he tried to get, you know how you could stick your head in between the stairwells? Kids do that, and then they can't get it out. same kind of thing happened. He put his head in and then couldn't get out and was stuck in there, and someone found him.
So he didn't really get into it. He put his head inside of it.
Yeah, it's not like he wasn't walking around.
That's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing Barney the dinosaur, and he's inside of it like it's a costume.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, that's just ridiculous. Okay. I get it.
A balloon vendor at a carnival was lifted up into the sky by too many helium balloons and didn't come down. True or false?
How many balloons?
He just said
Too many.
and then held on. You said he never came down. He might be alive, just floating around. Is that what we're saying?
That's true. He could be just
So this
wandering
is
around.
like a missing persons.
That's not true. Is this from the stupid cartoon movie that you're saying? That and you're
It
saying
takes the whole house.
he's like, yes, it
old
did
dude
happen.
and little scouter dude.
Yeah, he's gonna reference that as the reason that he knows it did happen.
Yeah, I don't believe that somebody actually put enough helium balloons together to lift themselves off the ground, let alone fly away and not come back. Just imagine like a hot air balloon, how big that thing's got to get a basket and 2 or 3 people up off the ground.
Yeah.
You don't got that many helium balloons. And strong enough to hold onto a rope and it carry you away, and you don't have rope burns? No.
That's where you draw the line. He did not reference rope burns. It's got to be fake.
Yeah, you guys called it. It was false. A man was crushed by a giant cactus he was attempting to shoot for fun.
You mean like he shot a bunch at the bottom and then it timbered over on him?
Yeah, exactly.
That's plausible.
Yeah, I believe
I
that
think
too.
that's
Go up
true.
there to check your stuff. But it's a cactus. How does a cactus kill you falling on you?
And how big are they? I've never seen them that big.
It was a big cactus.
Well,
Very
they're-
big cactus.
Yeah, they're big.
But that big? Like a tree big? I mean, I've seen them like a bush big.
We're not from Arizona. Wile E. Coyote never died because he hit the cactus.
He never died ever. So,
He got hit with the boomerang and fell off the cliff, and he still lived.
anvil dropped on him, pianos. I mean, no, I think it's logical.
You think they died?
I think they could, and I could see it happening.
Okay, I'll say true.
It was true. It was true.
Yeah, what's the rest of the story?
I did not look too much into the story.
Because you didn't believe it either.
Well, I was just like, that seems plausible. I guess it was just a massive cactus that he was shooting.
I'd love to hear the
Tipped
rest of
over.
the story.
Okay. So, I'm interested, Blaine, for you to give your philosophy when it comes to sports injuries. Just for the world to hear when you see someone go down. And
Okay, it's not sports injuries.
You said it was all sports injuries.
No, it is
No,
not
there's
all
no true injuries.
No, that is not what it is. It's when somebody screws up bad and they fake an injury to cover it up like that. Yeah, they messed up. Oh, yeah, the guy got behind me and he got the touchdown. He was supposed to guard him. Oh, yeah, because I tore my Achilles. Yeah, that's the injury. That's the faker. And then the next set of downs, he's back in again.
So if someone makes a mistake and then immediately goes down for any reason.
Not faker.
Faker.
Yep.
Okay, so we got a video.
Of course, there are times where an injury caused the guy to go down. Yeah, but no, not the one that all of a sudden he just goes down after the play. Too late. You didn't time it right.
I'm going to show you one that I saw as I was researching for it this week. So I want you to watch it and see if you think it's a real or fake injury. Okay? Here we go.
All over and his pace on the run out and he misses.
But he made the play.
No, it bounced out. He didn't make the dunk. The dunk missed.
Let me see the play again.
The dunk missed.
So he sees he misses.
He's looking up right there. He sees it.
Look how he's grabbing his leg. He grabs his leg before it hits the ground. Show it again.
Cramp. No. But that could be a cramp. Right? Immediately comes down, didn't put any pressure on it, grabs his leg.
That's the leg he jumped off of.
The leg he jumped off of at the
And so
very
he's
end.
like, I hurt my leg. I didn't get high enough. That's why I didn't go down.
What do you think?
He's not living that down. He's going back to everybody. All of his buddies on the bench, they're making fun of him right now.
So you think it's fake?
Look at them all. They're all laughing at him. Exactly.
So now play the rest of it.
Yeah, he's going to play the rest of it.
Him walking off. Right?
Oh, his
Look at-
buddies
look
are
at- Look at the people in the
buddies
stands.
going crazy on Look at
Sit on the ground. They know.
They know. Yeah.
They're aware of everybody. Oh, that's legit.
You gotta get the paramedics.
Oh, that's hilarious. The guy in the gray sweater just laying on the ground. So, at least in this case, this is a perfect example of your theory. This
Yes.
is what happens.
Classic. Oh no, my leg. His buddies are just on him. That's probably their team, just lighting him up. What's he gonna do now? He's like, you gonna tell coach I can't play the rest of the game?
No, he just needs to sit out for a little bit and massage it. It was just a cramp. Give him a play or two. Okay. That's the end.
Okay,
That was it.
signing off. Good to be with you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Do I need to get out of it? Probably.
You're still here? What are you doing? It's over. See you next week.